Hi, friends. Here we go. Okay. Hi, friends. Happy Thursday. I'm trying this again. Um, so I forgot to plug in my laptop and it died. So all right, I'm not going to blame Mercury retrograde or anything. I'm just going to say I simply forgot. Anyway, happy Thursday. I'm back with you all, my loves. I hope you all have had a really good week. I can't believe it's the end of the first month of the year already, which is like really, I don't know, it's just kind of weird, right? It's like going by really fast. But let's ground in for a moment. Let's take a deep breath. Come into your body. Ground your feet. And we're going to dive in today with a topic that I'm actually really excited to talk about. So, everybody in the poll this week wanted me to talk about how to stop seeking outside validation. I I think that we can all at some point say that we have experienced this, whether or not you're currently experiencing it or have experienced it in the past. And this has a lot in the past, and a lot of this has to do with our confidence and not knowing to trust yourself to make choices. This stems from if you start going deeper and deeper under the layers, and this is like where a lot of my work comes in hypnotherapy, and how I serve people is getting into the subconscious and understanding where that unworthiness, that not enoughness, that not being able to trust yourself, where that stuff is coming from, because then we are seeking outside ourselves the answers that are actually inside, right? And that's where the validation comes in. So we have two things. You have your ego and you have your intuition. Your intuition can also come from, however you want to say it, the higher power, the source, higher self with the big S. And then you have your ego over here, who we actually do need our egos, because our egos are teaching us along the way. It's helping us really understand our authentic self versus the ego self, the self that's keeping us small, the self that's keeping us contracted. The ego helps bring things up to surface so we can heal them. So we don't ever want to say like, I don't want my ego. I wish I didn't have an ego. We need our ego. I mean, let's be real. We need our ego because it helps guide us on the path. So I'm going to give you 5 ways that are going to help you to stop seeking outside validation. Now, I'm not saying validation in general is bad, but seeking it because you are feeling so insecure within yourself, that's not necessarily healthy for you, okay? So, number one, surround yourself with genuine and kind people. So these are people that you want to be able to run ideas off of when you have something coming up in your life. So there is a saying that hurt people hurt people. So when you are dealing with somebody who's not 100% genuine or who's unkind, they are going to do what they can, whether it's conscious or unconscious, to keep pushing you down, to keep you small, to make you feel judged, to make you feel like you're not enough, to make you feel like they're questioning your choices without necessarily asking. The people who make assumptions, these kind of people, and you'll notice them around you. You might find them complaining a lot. You might find them in a negative mindset a lot. I wouldn't necessarily say these are the kind of people that you want to seek validation from or ask for validation from these people, because they won't be able to give you a clean lens. You want to be around people who are going to be able to give you a genuine, honest, supportive answer to whatever it is, whatever kind of decision that you're trying to make. All right, number 2 is you want to check in with your story. So, what is the fact over the truth? And oftentimes we create and we get stuck in these stories, and we keep saying these stories over and over again, and a lot of the time, again, it comes down to our belief system, what's happening in our core belief system, that Is what you are questioning a fact or the truth, right? You have to check in with yourself. You have to, all of this work is checking in with yourself. Even the work that you're doing with other people, checking in with yourself to know that you can trust this person who is going to give you feedback, right? So when you check in with your own story, are you noticing that, you know what, I'm actually giving myself a lot of negative self-talk right now, and that is not going to serve me in this process? Or are you speaking, is this actually the truth of what's happening in this situation or circumstance? You have to ask yourself that question. The third thing, you have to ask yourself why you're seeking validation. Why do you need it? Is it because you want to feel better about yourself? Is it because you need praise? Is it because you feel like you're not enough? I want you to go into the hurt parts of you, the parts of you that are feeling pain, and ask yourself, are you seeking validation because what you need is really painful right now and you don't want to feel that pain? Or is it because you are genuinely seeking an opinion or some feedback from somebody that you trust, right? So this is something that can also be, if you're looking at who can I trust, therapists, coaches, mentors, very good friends. These are the people, and some family members as well. But you want to notice that if those people are going to help you, right? And are you seeking validation because you're not trusting yourself? Ask yourself why you're seeking that validation. Number 3, when you keep your goals realistic, especially if this is something that you're moving towards that you're maybe unsure about the steps, right? You know where you are, you know what you want, and you're just not quite sure how to get there, and you're coming to these crossroads, you're trying to make the right decision. Well, this is where you don't want to jump too far ahead of yourself. When you make easy, baby, tangible steps forward, that is only going to serve you in keeping your goals realistic. And guess what? Just by doing that starts to build and boost your confidence, so you're going to need less outside validation that you're making the right decisions. All right, and then let's get to number 5. Number 5 is gratitude. So this one I feel like people just forget about when we get stuck in the stories, or we get stuck in the behavior, we get stuck in the feelings, is the gratitude. Come back to gratitude. My goodness. First off, I'm just going to say, there is a lot to be grateful for. I'm not saying that your feelings are not valid, but to find gratitude in the moment that, you know what? I can find gratitude right now that I am alive. I literally made it to today. I opened my eyes today when I didn't know if I would. There is no guarantee that we're going to make it to tomorrow. So if we just start finding gratitude and start raising our frequency, our vibration, our awareness, gratitude, the attitude of gratitude really helps us to expand ourselves and to create and tap into not the ego self, but the higher self, the true authentic self, the true authentic you. And you get to come from a different place. And I'm not saying that these problems won't be here, but when you start having and coming from that place of gratitude, you're going to have a better bird's eye view of what's going on. And then you won't need to seek that outside validation from maybe people that you don't trust, or you're just not sure, or whatever. You're going to get the answers that you need. So right there, I just gave you 5 really, really key tools on how you can help yourself stop seeking so much outside validation, and you can start building that confidence within yourself. You can start trusting yourself more. And then from here, you can make better choices, have better relationships, have more fun, all the things, okay? So that's our Tune In Thursday this week. And I'm going to end this week with a card pull. I've been really loving these card pulls. I hope you guys are liking them too. They're just really fun for me to share with you. And I've been pulling cards for a great many years. And this is just how I roll. So, all right. Well, it looks like a card already popped out for us. There it is. Oh. Okay, I'm going to reshuffle this because I don't think I cleared the deck. Let's do this again because that was a weird card. That didn't even make any sense to what we are talking about right now. Unless it was my mom. It was Hello from Heaven. And unless that's my mom. Or it could just be a higher power just saying, hey, I got you. Okay, so, okay, well, this actually makes sense. So we've got moon cycles today. And this is notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon those cycles. Okay, so for one, we are in Mercury retrograde right now. Don't freak out about that. Just take it as it is. Slow down, reset, recharge yourself. This is a time for you to really like come back into your projects and finish them and work on some stuff. When it comes to, we've got actually the new moon coming in the next few days. So we've got that energy as well. And I mean, I don't even want to, like, I know I say this all the time and like, you know, things are happening cosmically and universally, but you know, the deal is being a human right now is really hard in some ways, in a lot of ways. And, you know, just me being out in the world, going to the grocery store and just noticing where people are, we are just in a time where it's tough. It's tough to navigate. It's tough to navigate our emotions and the things that are coming up because a lot of stuff is coming up. And we're still in the pandemic. I mean, let's be real. We're still in the pandemic. People are still getting sick. People are still, you know, losing lives. People are still trying to get businesses going and trying to do things that, you know, they haven't done before. There's so much change happening right now. So paying attention to your feeling space, this is actually, those 5 things that I gave you are actually going to help you with this process moving into this next month and throughout this year. So I just wanted to share that. And I hope you found value in that. If there's anything that you want to share, please go ahead and put that in the comments below. And I'm really excited to hear from you. If there's any other specific topics that you want to hear about, put those in the comments too, because I want to share, you know, and we always do a poll in the SelfLove Tribe, every week about what people want me to talk about. This week it was validation. Okay, my loves, have the most beautiful day and the most beautiful weekend ahead. Enjoy and take some time to find some gratitude right here, right now. 3 things that you're grateful for. Okay, I love you. I will see you soon.